Hi all and welcome to our third day and we are in Munich. And before we start, I want to remind you to subscribe, watch previous episodes if you didn't in London and Ibiza. And of course, like and comment, ask your questions about this trip. And here we go. We are starting our third day in Munich. So hi everyone, and we are already in Munich, and our plane was again delayed. What is, as I said, can be expected from low-cost airlines, and this time it was Marabout from Condor, and yeah, our flight was delayed by 3 hours. We arrived a bit earlier, but still our exit from the plane wasn't open, and yeah, I wrote to Air Help as with the previous flight, but I think at this time we have more chances because yeah, by the fact we exit the airplane over 3 hours later than it was planned. So yeah, that's it. Let's see if we'll get compensation for it from Air Help. And yeah, now we are in Munich, and already I bought a ticket for tomorrow. And tomorrow we will travel to Greece, to Corfu Island. So we are back to sunny places and beaches. So we will see how it will be in Greece. Honestly, I would be more happy to visit some colder place because it was very hot yesterday in Ibiza. It's still hot here in Munich, and of course it will be hot on Corfu. So let's see how we'll fly there tomorrow. And today we are in Munich, so I'll show you some places here where I'll be. It's not my first time in Munich, and I decided I will not make it very stereotypical and just go to the center of city, drink some beer, and yeah, discuss a beer. But yeah, let's see what is Munich. Munich is the third largest city in Germany after Berlin and Hamburg, with population over 1.6 million people, and it's the capital and largest city of German state of Bavaria. It's a hometown of Oktoberfest, and it's the largest beer festival which began in 1810, so it's very old and largest beer festival. Of course, it's a hometown of BMW, and here you have their headquarters, museum, and I'm recommending you very much to visit it. I was there a few years ago, and it's a great place if you are a fan of cars or BMW in particular. Yeah, so it's a very good city, and of course also there are many museums. But right now we are going to very special place, very dark place on history, and we are going to the Dachau Concentration Camp. So we are in the Dachau concentration camp, and I'm sure you know what it is. Dachau established in 1933, and it's the first Nazi concentration camp in Germany. It's located near Munich, just 16 kilometers away from it, and it was model for other concentration camps and prototype for them, and also training center for employees, if you could say like this, for ones who will work in other concentration camp in Nazi Germany. Initially, it was for political prisoners, particularly for communists and social democrats who was against Hitler. And the camp was liberated on April 29, 1945, by US forces just a week before end of the war in Europe. And in over 12 years of its operation, approximately 200,000 prisoners were held there, and around 41,000 of them died in Dachau due to executions, malnutrition, disease, and many other factors. So here you see, I'm just walking around, and you see how the conditions were there. Even it's hard to see through video or even through walking here the conditions which was in this place. And I will just recommend you, if you want to know a bit more about that time, my favorite 3 movies. I can't say that it's the only movies which I can recommend, and it's hard to choose the best 3. But if I must choose 3 best movies, I will recommend Schindler's List, of course, by Steven Spielberg. Then Life is Beautiful by Roberto Benigni, and Jojo Rabbit, the newest one from them. So it's like maybe a bit old one for some viewers from the beginning of 90s, Schindler's List. Then a bit newer, Life is Beautiful, and Jojo Rabbit is just 2019. So all of them are great movies, and I'm recommending you that. So we're in Dachau Concentration Camp. It's very hard to record or to say something about this place, because probably, yeah, for sure, most of historians made much better explanation of what was happening here, and all what you see, it was places of barracks where people was living, and yeah, there was working here, and thousands and thousands of people died here. Yeah, unfortunately I arrived here very late because of delay of my airplane, and I can't really see some parts of it, and also part of it is closed due to flood in Germany. But however, it's really very hard to talk about this place, because I think all of you knows what happened here, and as monument here says, the most important is to remember it and never repeat. Yeah, so I don't have really much to say, and I don't know even how I will edit this video to make it one after each other, but I think that during the visit to Munich, it's one of
the really important places to visit. And yeah, it's life. It's not always about fun, as it was in Ibiza, but yeah, there are some very dark sides of history, and probably it's one of the symbols of it. And yeah, again, we need to remember and never repeat. That's a main square where trains was coming, and they were stopping right here. So you see that first line of barracks are here, and yeah, railways are removed, but yeah, it was coming right here. You can see it in many movies and documentaries. Yeah, and that's one of the monuments here. What's also one of key topics here, that here we have churches of all religions, for people who died here, suffered here. Yeah, and one of the reminders that the camp was working from 1933 to 1945, not just in time of Second World War, but also as a prison for political opponents of Hitler. Yeah. So that's all I can say about this place, is that it's reminding us to not do it ever again, and to hope that it will never repeat. And we are in Hofbräuhaus in Munich, the most famous beer garden worldwide, probably the most famous brewery. It's
founded in 1589, so almost 500 years ago by Duke Wilhelm V. So almost 500 years, can you imagine that? People are drinking beer in this place. And at that time, in 16th century and medieval in general, to drink beer was much more convenient for everyone, including kids, than to drink water, because clean water was very rare, and it was much safer to drink beer. And Hofbräuhaus is one of the most famous beer halls in the world and became a symbol of Bavarian culture. And here you can see all of that. It's really large place where you can walk around, drink beer, and see traditional music, traditional costumes. Hofbräuhaus beer, of course, they have their local beer because it's a brewery. It was first served at Oktoberfest in 1810. And also, what is linking parts of our day in Munich is that Adolf Hitler delivered his famous speech and rising of Nazi party at this place in Hofbräuhaus in 1920. And it has very big global influence, the brand of Hofbräuhaus, because you can find places, breweries, and beer gardens with the same name in many cities worldwide, including Las Vegas and Miami. And just I'll give you time to estimate what you think of how many liters of beer people are drinking during Oktoberfest, and how many liters of beer per person is people in Munich consuming. So average resident of Munich consuming per year around 240 liters of beer. Can you imagine that? And during the Oktoberfest, around 6 million visitors are coming to Munich, and collectively they consume around 7 million liters of beer. Also, I want to recommend you to use public transportation in Munich because subway is very comfortable and it was very easy to reach airport from Marienplatz. And also, of course, I'm reminding you to like, subscribe, ask questions in comments below. I'll share with you all geotags on Google Maps to visit these places. Also, please subscribe on other platforms for this project, on Telegram, on Udemy. You can buy my books on Amazon, and all the links are below. And thanks for watching. Here we go.
Der Herr, der telefoniert, ich sag's Ihnen nochmal. Auch Sicherheitsstreifen entfernen. Da wollen Sie nicht sein, wenn der Zug abfährt.
So guys, we are once again in Munich airport. It's already evening and I'm back from the city. You see how sunny was my day in on Ibiza yesterday, and yeah, I'm get pretty tanned. But yeah, what I want to tell you about today is that I booked a hotel in airport because my flight tomorrow will be very early at 7 a.m. and it will fly from, of course, from Munich airport to Corfu. So there are no reason to spend the night in center of Munich and move tomorrow to airport. And also by luck, I have enough points on Marriott Bonvoy program to book a hotel in near the airport. So this night will be free for me in terms of payment for hotel. And at the end of all these videos, I will make calculation for you how much I spent for hotels, how much I spent for tickets, and how much I return from air help, because you never know, and maybe tomorrow our flight will be delayed again, and it looks like a lottery with low-cost airlines, when from one side you have chance that your flight will be delayed so much, but from other side you have a chance that you will get refund for 250 euro for this flight. And for example, if I will get refund for 250 euro for one or two of my flights, it's already will be a big share of my spends on this trip. So that's it, and yeah, I will tell you more about our calculation and how much we spent on this trip. The day and evening in Munich was great. I like Hofbräuhaus, and it's really a very good place. I have a lot of feelings and conscious about how I will make this video, because I don't know how to make the part about Dachau, because I'm not a professional YouTuber, I'm not a professional travel blogger, and yeah, it's a very sensitive topic, and it's very hard for me to create this video about this sensitive task. But let's see. However, tomorrow we will have a day in Corfu. Then we'll have more trips, and we will see how we'll make it. So that's it. I'm going to my hotel. So room is pretty fine. As I said, the key benefit of it is that it's for free. It's just I paid for I paid by Bonvoy points, so it's very near to the hotel or to the airport, and yeah, in the morning it will be pretty easy to reach airport. Yeah, so it will be pretty easy to reach airport by shuttle, and not to spend money or time to be at the airport at 7 a.m. At 6 a.m. because my flight is at 7 a.m. and I hope finally it will be on time, or either it will be not on time but it will be delayed for more than 3 hours, and then I can get my compensation from Air Help. Good night.